Hello and welcome to another episode of Who Wants to Be a Gilionaire? I'm your host, Squillistipated, and wowee, that's been a long time since I've said that. So it's good to be back, and I do have a few things to say before we get started. First off, I'm closing down the application to be on the show for now. It'll be back up later, don't you worry. But for now, you won't be able to apply to be on the show for some time, probably just a week or two. But you'll understand why later. And it is good to be back. I love doing this, and I hope to never stop. And it won't stop. There's a song that goes with that, but I don't know. With that being said, let's move on to our next contestant. So let's welcome as our next contestant, DavidGBurns.
Hello!
He's here with us, and he seems like he's ready to take on this challenge.
As ready as I'll ever be, to be honest.
That's usually about the response. Like, everyone is super nervous at the beginning. Like, oh, what's gonna happen?
Yeah, I'm just wondering if we're going to get trick questions which are trying to slip me up, and I'm just going to fall right into those traps.
Oh, you will. It'll happen.
Thanks, that's great.
So why don't you tell us what you do on the internet?
What I do on the internet is I run a YouTube channel, which is named after myself, because what else am I going to name it? But I do animations where I kind of either I explain a geeky topic, like I explain a character like Squirrel Girl from the Marvel comics, or a character from a video game, or I do kind of animations where recently I did what it would be like if Pokemon were to pastiche in different famous films, or I did a travel guide to Vermilion City, and I'm doing more of those travel guides in the future. So I do animations cross with me getting angry or explaining things.
So it's sort of like this sort of variety show where you just, any sort of like ideas you have, or like, you know, it all goes in there.
Pretty much, it's just me talking and then just me dumping some animations on the top so you don't have to look at my face the entire time.
I mean, I like your face. I like the beard. The beard is good.
It's one of the selling points.
I've always wanted to be able to grow a beard, but it's never been able to happen.
This was overnight. I just woke up, so what's this?
I don't have enough man points, I'm sorry.
Well, you know, maybe next time you roll a d20 when you're starting your character up, I don't know.
Just roll all the stats again?
Yeah. Can I mulligan?
Alrighty. So you've got your 3 lifelines, you've got your Steam Sale, which lets you take away 2 of the incorrect answers, you've got your Whirlwind, which lets you skip to the next question, and you've got your Double Jump, which lets you guess 2 answers at one time. You've got 25 questions to get to 1 million gil.
Right.
Are you ready?
I'm definitely ready now. More ready than I was before. I'm that ready.
That's good. I try to hype people up. It helps, I think.
Super psyched.
Alrighty. On to question number 1 worth 1 gil. In the Dance Dance Revolution series of games, you play on a dance pad with how many arrows? Is it A, 7, B, 1, C, 4, or D, 1/2?
Okay. Now, looking at this question, I've obviously played DDR. Who hasn't? And as I said, I'm scared of trick questions, because obviously I'm looking at this and it's not going to be half. I don't even know what half a foot would do in a dance game. I mean, is that you've just got to put your toe on it, but if there can't be half an arrow. 1, again, that's just as ridiculous as half. So it's either between 4 and 7. Now 4, I know there's definitely at least 4, but I would have thought there was 9, because you've got the diagonals. So, oh no, because diagonals, you jump on 2 at once. That's what I'm forgetting. So yeah, no, I'll go for C, that's 4.
That's correct.
Oh, goodness gracious, I was so concerned.
You scared me a little bit. I was like, oh my god, is he gonna go 7? Like,
can you imagine I had? 7's an odd number, you couldn't have done it on it wouldn't make sense, because if there were diagonals, I'd need 9. Or 8, I can't even count.
Counting is hard, it really is.
What are numbers?
Let's move on to question number 2, worth 2 gil. In the first The Legend of Zelda game, an old man says it's dangerous to go alone, take this, and gives you what? Is it A, an umbrella, B, a sword, C, a mace, or D, a bus ticket?
See, I might have to consult this book I have right.
I was like, Wikipedia, Google, like... No, you've got an encyclopedia on this game. Like,
This book says it's a no, it's not a bus ticket. It's a sword. Sorry, I literally had that book just by there. It had to be done. No, it's a sword. I knew that without the book. I do apologise.
I only half believe you.
Well, you can go and check my. I'm going to plug now. You can check my video on my channel. I opened my birthday gifts for my girlfriend, and it was Zelda themed. And in fact, she got me an original NES cartridge of Zelda 1 and 2.
Well, I guess I'm proven wrong.
Yes, you are, and I've also got it on my 3DS, so you know.
You know.
Not just saying.
You gotta have it on like every platform. I know I do that with Mario 3. I have Mario 3 on literally every platform alive. By the way, that's correct.
Oh, really? Okay.
I thought I'd say it just for the formality's sake. People may not know that that's the answer.
Yeah, no, I'm being a little bit mean to people who haven't played Zelda there, but that's such a me kind of thing to know. Anyway, I don't know why I'm getting cocky. We're only on question 2, 3, whatever.
All right. I honestly, I really hope you know this next one. Question number 3, worth 5 gil. Gil is the currency in which of the following game series? Is it A, Halo, B, Final Fantasy, C, Zelda, or D, Mother?
See, I was under the impression Gil was a character from The Simpsons, so what are we talking about?
The Simpsons, actually.
Yeah. It's because...
The answer is Marge.
Oh, okay.
It's the secret fifth answer.
That isn't there. When we're talking about trick questions, you need to put Marge Simpson on there.
Exactly.
Otherwise, I'm not. No, I know. Obviously, this is B. It's Final Fantasy.
That is correct. I was gonna be really sad. Like now, see, everyone can't complain. Like, because people are like, "What does Gilionaire mean?" And now you all know.
Wait a minute. Do people actually not know that?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people have played Final Fantasy, and it's like, what does Gilionaire mean? I was like, I mean, Gil?
Yeah. You get it?
I mean, I expect it when my mother asks what it means, but like...
No, I know. I see where you're coming from.
Alrighty, on to question number 4, worth 10 gil. In the game Splatoon for the Wii U, you play as kids who are also what species of animal? Are they A, dolphins, B, sharks, C, clownfish, or D, squids?
So this is one of the few games that I've bought that's got my girlfriend playing video games. There's Animal Crossing, Splatoon, and recently, which is a weird one because it's a flashback, it's Viva Pinata. Yeah, exactly. Although Viva Pinata she didn't get on with too much because there's too much going on at once. But yeah, this one here would be brilliant if that advert had these different words in it, wouldn't it? I mean, I know the answer here, but can you imagine the advert with "You're a kid now, you're a dolphin now"? That'd be brilliant. That was also me singing, but yeah, I'm gonna go for the answer D, squid.
That's correct. I think it's kind of everyone has to sing on the show at some point. I think everyone's done it.
Is that something that happens?
It does. It is.
Oops.
So,
well, great. I'm glad I'm conforming.
So tell me, are you a kid or are you a squid?
I'm an adult. But, yeah.
What are you talking about?
I read some weird theories as well, how it's a post-apocalyptic kind of nuclear thing. But
interesting.
I don't know.
That could work. Like I could see that.
Yeah. Well, if you collect all the pieces of paper and stuff that you get in the single-player mode, it does like give you a kind of backstory to it, which is really vague. But I've not completed the single player because it's not as good as the online one. So.
Yeah, I like to think of it like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, where they all just got into ooze somehow, and like the squid species was born. Like squids just sort of like fell into some ooze like the turtles did, and then like they turned into kids.
But then all the humans somehow disappeared.
Yeah. No,
No.
They were segregated from the rest of the land because that's what humans do, and then they were forced to live by themselves on this island.
It's a solid theory. I think maybe you start pitching that idea to people who can make videos about that. That is.
There you go. I just gave you a video idea. Look at that.
Right, I'm gonna go and
see you later. I gotta go write a script.
Maybe I will. Maybe that does be a fun thing to animate, actually. The squids turning into ink and then not again.
Yeah. Alrighty, moving on to question number 5, worth 15 gil. In the game Paper Mario, what race is one of your party members, Bombette? Is she A, a Bob-omb, B, a Koopa, C, a Toad, or D, a Boo?
The question's kind of like in the answer is in the question.
I don't know what you're talking about. This is a serious question, and you're taking this way too lightly.
Oh, okay, sorry. But because you can see all the letters of what Bombette is in the answer, which is obviously...
It's an anagram!
No, it's... I tell you what, I've played Paper Mario once, and I really enjoyed it, but because it was on my Wii, and then my Wii got packed away for a while, I've never completed it, which is really sad because it's such a solid game. I need to go back and play it again. But yeah, it's A, she's a bob-omb. A sex bob-omb.
I see you've seen Scott Pilgrim.
I have.
That is correct.
I wouldn't want to sex up Bombette, that's not what I'm saying. She is quite literally a bomb.
Fanfiction, go! You're gonna see that on fanfiction.net in the next few days.
What, me and Bombette?
I don't think just Bombette in general.
Oh, okay, good, because I'm pretty sure Rule 34 has done something.
Probably,
I'm not going to look it up now, but that's a bit weird.
Question number 6, worth 25 gil. In The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask, what will crash to the ground after 3 days if you fail your mission? Is it A, an asteroid, B, the sun, C, the moon, or D, a bomb?
I might need to consult my book again for this one.
You might.
I might. But I did literally just buy a Majora's Mask 3DS.
Oh, I want that one so bad!
So I'm gonna go for 25 gil, which is probably enough to buy what?
A potion, I think.
A herb or a potion?
I'm not a Final Fantasy fan myself, even though the show's named after it, so I don't really know the items too well. Do they have potions in Final Fantasy?
They do.
They do?
Yeah. It depends which game you're playing, really.
Usually, games either go with potions or herbs, not like both.
Well, to be honest, it varies from game to game, and sometimes you can mix stuff, sometimes you can't. And to be honest, there are certain items which are set, like Felix Downs and Geishel Greens. 25 gil could probably get me some Geishel Greens. There we go.
There you go.
I can call myself a chocobo. Not call myself as in my name. I can summon a chocobo. But you've not played Final Fantasy, so
I know what a chocobo is.
Yeah, I know. I assumed you knew what a chocobo was, but shall I just ask a question?
Probably, yeah.
It's C, the moon.
That is correct.
The thing is, I watched a video on what would happen if the moon actually got that close to Earth.
Yeah, we'd probably die.
Well, yeah, even if it was how close it was in that first day, we all would have died. We
all probably would have drowned.
Yeah, Zora's Cape would have come up to where Clocktown was apparently, and to be honest, that moon is only about a third, maybe even a quarter of the size of a real moon.
Yeah.
So it's.
Is it a real moon?
We suspend our disbelief.
Yeah, exactly.
Because that's no moon.
Even getting into Star Wars.
We're all geeks here.
Exactly. Alrighty. Question number 7, worth 50 gil. In the arcade game Asteroids, what shape is the ship that you play as? Is it A, a circle, B, a square, C, a triangle, or D, a cylinder?
Can you imagine how confusing it would be if you were playing as a cylinder in Asteroids? It'd be like some third dimension Polybayous rubbish. Is it pronounced Polybayous?
Polygon?
No, there was a game which only came. It was like in one arcade, and it was there for about a week. And apparently, men in black coats came to take it away, and it was like some CIA experiment. And every kid who played it whilst it was there killed themselves, like in the
what?
In the, yeah, no, it was crazy. This is back in the golden age of
of arcade games, right? Yeah.
Yeah, but I've always pronounced it Polybayous, but I've only ever seen it written down. So it's like Polybius, anyway.
Can you use it in a sentence?
I went down the arcade and played Polybius. Afterwards, I killed myself.
That's very depressing.
Yeah? No, it is. Yeah, I've taken a very morbid tone to the show. I do apologise.
All right.
I'll go with C triangle though, so we can move on.
That's correct.
Thank you. You wouldn't know which way you were pointing if it was a circle or a square either. It has to be. It couldn't be equilateral either. It'd have to be isosceles.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, maths. This is fun.
Geometry.
Yay!
Alrighty. Question number 8 worth 75 gil. In the Pokemon series of games, which of the following types is not one you can receive with your first Pokemon? Is it A, grass, B, fire, C, water, or D, flying?
As someone who's been playing Pokemon since it first came out, in fact, the first time I ever played Pokemon, I lost an entire whole week of my life, where I went on holiday with some friends of the family, me, my sister, and my mum. I went on holiday with my best friend, his mum, and his brother, and I brought Pokemon Red with me. And apparently we went to a monastery, a museum, we went shopping, and I can only remember buying a blue Pokemon strategy guide and wondering what Oddish evolved into and at what level. At one point I do remember going swimming, but all I remember wondering is if there was a shark Pokemon that we could pretend to be in the water. The answer at the time was no, but now it is yes. I lost an entire week of my life to Pokemon. In fact, we talked about this earlier on. I've lost plenty of weeks of my life, but that's the first time that I've actually mentally, someone has told me, no, we did this, and I don't remember any of it. Anyway, the answer here is flying.
That's correct.
Although Charmander then does evolve into Charizard.
I mean, you don't get him as flying, but I mean, you know.
No, I'm just saying, on a technicality, someone could get confused there.
They could. And I think everyone sort of has that sort of situation they're in if they're from that era when Pokemon first came out. Because when Pokemon first came out, I used to go on camping trips with my family all the time, and all I can remember is playing Pokemon in front of a campfire and wishing that the sun would not go down because they weren't backlit.
You're doing this.
Mm-hmm. And then they had the amazing, the amazing invention of the little thing you stick into it, and it's got like a swirling lamp on it. Yeah, those are the best.
Totally. That way you could play it. You hide the Game Boy under your pillow, and then when your mum sends you to bed, she doesn't realise, and you're there like that.
Exactly.
When the Game Boy SP came out, boy,
yeah,
playing Pokemon all night.
Mm-hmm. And then they had you could turn the backlit on and off too.
Yeah, you could. It was brilliant.
Such amazing design.
But they took the long way round, to be fair.
They did. Alrighty, on to question number 9 worth 100 gil. Which of the following is not the name of any character in the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles series of games? Is it A, Donatello, B, Lorenzo, C, Michelangelo, or D, Leonardo?
Do you know, every time you start with the next question is, I start hearing the music from Real Millionaire in my head.
Dun dun!
I hear anyway, so there's not much I can really riff about this. I mean, well, we could go through the song in the opening of Turtles. That'd be brilliant.
It's been so long since I've heard the opening Ninja Turtle song. I forgot how it even goes.
I can't remember the exact words.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. There we go. Got it.
We know that bit. We know that bit. But I'm just trying to remember what part Lorenzo took in their gang, because we know that we had, a leader, and we had someone who built machines, and we had our slacker Mikey. But Lorenzo, he sounds like he was their composer. Do you think he was there? He's the one that wrote the theme, but didn't get. He was just too humble to put himself in the song.
He didn't have any fighting skills, He just kind of sat in the sewer writing songs.
on his looks. I don't know why. He wasn't cool enough to be a ninja. So he was the bard.
I think Loot fits because like they're all Italian Renaissance names, right?
Yeah, exactly. Maybe that's the link. You there. What you've done is you've made my stupidity look normal.
Exactly.
No, thank you. But yeah, sorry. The question was, which of the following is not named? And the answer is B. Lorenzo, the composer of the Turtles.
That's correct. Now, I want there to be a spin-off series now. No, OC, original character, do not steal, Lorenzo.
Go draw it now on a piece of paper, take a photo, put it on DVD.
Yeah.
No one can take it from you.
No one can take it. It's my original character.
Copyrighted.
Alrighty.
I'll read it. I'll read the comic. I'll do an animation for you as soon as you've got the narrative out.
There you go.
As soon as you got...
You can voice act the OC.
Great, Lorenzo the Turtle is a Brit. That's why that's why he was ostracised, because he was writing British like bard tune. He was writing sonnets on his card in the sewers. Hey Lorenzo, do you want to come and do some ninja stuff? Take down Shredder? Ah no, but I shall write of your tales.
Alrighty, on to question 10. We're 250 gil. In the Super Smash Bros. Series of games, which character has the ability to flip bacon? Is it A. Mr. Game & Watch, B. Captain Falcon, C. Ness, or D. Peach? And I've actually been informed, I didn't change it. It's actually sausages.
Oh, is it? I always thought it was bacon.
Common misconception.
I would also like to see Captain Falcon doing it. As he's driving along.
Throwing bacon.
The answer is Game & Watch. Mr. Game & Watch, even.
That is correct.
Yeah. I've made it at least to 11.
There you go.
I feel vindicated. I feel like I haven't made too much of a fool of myself yet. So I've still got all my lifelines.
Exactly. And at this point in time, I'm metagaming here. The farthest anyone has made is question 19. So that's what you got to beat.
I don't. As your difficulty ninja warrior curve suggests, I probably won't. But okay, I feel I'm going strong.
We'll see about that.
Yeah.
Alrighty, question number 11, worth 500 gil. In the Mega Man series, who created Mega Man? Is it A. Dr. Light, B. Bass, C. Dr. Wily, or D. Zero?
Do you know what? I've actually never played Mega Man.
Really?
So no, I've never played Mega Man. It's never been. I'm not a massive platformer fan. It's not my thing. Strangely though, I do know the answer to this question because I only recognise one name on that list, and the other name I recognise isn't from Mega Man. So Zero is a character from Virtue's Last Reward, or 9 Doors, 9 Hours, 9 People, which is, you know, a locked in the room game. But I'm going to go for C, Dr. Wily.
Is that your final answer?
Yes.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect.
Is it really? Oh my goodness.
The correct answer is A, Dr. Light.
I got completely wrong. Oh well. Such is life.
I got you on that one.
You did, you completely got me, because I'd only heard of one character, because I'd never played of a Mega Man game. I was very sure it was going to be Dr. Wily.
I got a little worried, and I was like,
you've
only heard of one name, and most people have only heard of Dr. Wily. Oh no, like...
There was no way I was going to get that right. I should have used a
Fun fact,
lifeline.
those are all characters from Mega Man.
I assumed they were. But yeah, no.
I think Zero and Bass are only from the X series, though.
Sad times.
But I gotta say, it was fantastic having you on the show. Like,
thank you. I do wish I'd used the lifeline. I'm kicking myself. But you know.
You didn't use any of them. Wow.
I know.
I think you're the only contestant to not use a lifeline.
Well, I didn't feel I needed to. Well, I got them all right up until this point. Maybe I should have used a lifeline.
Maybe. Just for the heck of it.
I should have just... Yeah, I should have... I thought I knew it. It's easy when you know, isn't it?
Or when you think you know.
Well, when you think you know, yeah, exactly.
Alrighty, so why don't you tell all of the people where they can find you in the inner space of webs?
right, in the next couple of minutes, you can find me crying on the toilet eating some Ben and Jerry's out of the tub. But after that, you can probably find me on my YouTube channel, which is DavidGBurns. Literally, you can just search that up and you will find me. Don't search David Burns because you'll find self-help, depression, psychologist. Well, unless you want that. If you want that, then go there. But I'm not here for him. I'm here for me. If you want to watch my animations and more of me being me, then yeah, my channel is DavidGBurns.
And
thank you. Go check it out.
You can also find all of that right down in the description. Everywhere you can find them.
Is it down there?
It is. It's down below.
I'm never going to forget it.
Yeah, it's one of those things that no one forgets the question they they lose on. And now you know that Dr. Light created Mega Man.
See, and I'm gonna turn evil because I'm against Dr. Light now because I dislike it.
You're gonna turn into Dr. Wily.
This is the beginning of Mega Man right here.
You're gonna go create the Robot Masters and destroy Mega Man. Take over the world.
When Mega Man is created by Dr. Light, yes. As soon as Dr. Light comes to light, I will.
There you go.
Go knock his block off.
Alrighty. Well, and it was great having you, and I'll talk to you later.
See ya.
And that does it for another episode of Who Wants to Be a Gilionaire? And it just goes to show that you should probably use your lifelines, like, a lot. Because you don't really get those back after you lose the show. But that's just food for thought, and hindsight is 20/20. So if you liked the show, or disliked it really, go ahead and leave a comment telling me what you thought. Or, click the like button or the dislike button, really. Any sort of interaction helps. You can't apply to be on the show anymore, but if you still want to contribute, you can go submit questions that could appear on the show itself. I love going through those, and I've received a few thousand of them, actually. And I don't know, I like going through them and seeing what you guys know about video games, because I don't know everything. I'm not a guru like everyone thinks I am. But yeah, I have a Twitter that you can also go to if you want any updates on the show, or rather, my daily life, or something like that, if you really care that much. If you want to add me on Smash Brothers, you can do that. Just Squillistipated on the Wii U. I play with Smash Brothers with viewers sometimes. It's fun times everywhere. But yeah, that does it for this episode, and I hope to see you next time.